Let's queer up entertainment. Paramount Plus to release Cyndi Lauper documentary in time for Pride Month. Paramount Plus unveiled its latest offering, Let the Canary Sing, a captivating documentary delving into the life and impact of music icon Cyndi Lauper. The film, directed by Emmy Award winner Alison Ellwood, will debut exclusively on the streaming service in the US and Canada on June 4th, followed by a release on June 5th in various international markets, including the UK, Australia, Latin America, and across Europe. Let the Canary Sing is a collaborative effort between Fine Point Films, Sony Music Entertainment, and Concord Originals. It traces Lauper's extraordinary journey from her rapid rise to fame to her enduring influence on multiple generations through her music, evolving style, feminist beliefs, and LGBTQ+ activism. The trailer also includes archival footage of Lauper's life with snippets of her iconic hits, such as Girls Just Wanna Have Fun and Time After Time, along with interviews featuring fellow artists like Billy Porter and Patti LaBelle. To complement the documentary, Legacy Recordings, Sony Music Entertainment's catalog division, will release a companion album of the same name, featuring a selection of Lauper's greatest hits spanning her career, from her days in Blue Angel to chart toppers like Girls Just Wanna Have Fun and True Colors. The album will be available on vinyl and digitally. Queer fans of Lauper can pre-order this essential edition on cyndilauper.lnk.to/LTCS.
Everyone always said, "What will you do if you fail?" And all of a sudden, we all heard it. We went to Catholic school.
She would mouth off, and she just wasn't going to take from people, period.
It really built up how stubborn I could be.
Queer people weren't allowed to be queer and out. It was our allies having the conversation.
When you're that different, you view other people as having a problem.
Everybody had a thought on what she should do, ignoring what she wanted to do.
Cyndi just doing what Cyndi does, saying women can do that.
She had something to say, and she's going to fight the fight.
Time After Time, one of my favorite songs ever.
And girl, you can look and you will find me. Time after time.
We turned it out.
You don't know where you came from. You don't know where you're going. But if you're doing what you love, magic.
I love Cyndi Lauper. Yeah. I'm very excited for this. Finding her music. When I grew up in Little Town, Idaho, it was kind of hard. It was surprising because it was, old music even back then, and usually they find that acceptable, but Cyndi was still hidden from me. So when I found her through a friend, it was like the whole world opened up to me. It was so cool to really, see someone that was so funky and artistic and fun in this very beige world that I kind of grew up in. So I'm excited to see this.
Hold on. Let me have a date check. When did Girls Just Want to Have Fun came out? 82, 83?
83, 84, yeah. Somewhere in there.
Oh my God, I was 5 years younger.
I was born 2 years later.
So I always preferred Cyndi Lauper to Madonna growing up.
Oh,
like when because they were both, it was the same.
They were contemporaries.
Yeah. And I always preferred Cyndi.
Actually, growing up in Hong Kong, I barely hear any Cyndi. Like Madonna was the international queen. Cyndi was. I think Cyndi just had that sort of like uniquely Western appeal that don't translate very well. Maybe.
Well, she was also kind of, you'll be able to comment better than I on this, but she was also kind of like a remnant of the punk scene.
Sort of
with like her hair, and like she had that bit of punky edginess to her, even though it was sort of really pop.
I mean, she kind of she came in at the same time when that whole genre, I mean, I'm not trying to put her in the same genre because it's not the same, because she was definitely more pop, but she came in that whole line of Flock of Seagulls, Boy George, Cyndi Lauper. The weirder you could get, the more David Bowie-ish you could be in an 80s
gender bending
kind of way without offending half the world. The happier it was. She came out, I think she succeeded because her songs were very popcorn bubblegum oriented. So your parents didn't really pay attention, but if you paid attention, you listened to the lyrics, there was a lot of meaning behind it that you were like, damn, finally somebody's reading the telephone book and I can understand what the hell they're saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Although understand what they're saying, I mean,
Yes.
her voice has changed so much over the years. I saw the Netflix documentary on the We Are the World, and her accent was so much thicker back then than it is today.
She worked on it. She said, I had to get rid of a little bit. but at the same point, she also, you have to give her, she's had the longevity because she has the stamina of that voice. You know, Patti LaBelle, Cyndi Lauper, Cher, up and down. But I mean, you know, she's got that talented voice that everybody, no matter who you are, go, that girl can sing. I may not like what she's singing, but damn, she can sing. That made her stand out.
It is also extremely recognizable.
Yeah.
She opened her mouth, you know it's Cyndi Lauper.
I like the title because I always think of the phrase canary in a coal mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you take the canary down to see if it dies, and if it dies, you need to leave.
Right.
Well, she's still singing. So that means that it offers that like degree of hope that as long as Cindy's still out there, like, making music, causing waves.
We got some good stuff coming.
Some good stuff coming, and we have something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.